Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the second part of the georeferencing tutorial for the UEP-279 Tufts class and the ENV-166 Harvard Extension class. Now I'm going to go through pulling off historical imagery from Google Earth. If you haven't accessed or downloaded Google Earth, you can download it at the link below. It'll take a bit of time and is available for both Windows and Mac OS. What we're going to do is go to our classic example, Dykes Pond in Gloucester, Mass. I hope I actually said that town right. I don't really know because I'm from New York, but forgive me please if you don't mind. So this is Dykes Pond. This is what we worked on earlier in the year in our various assignments. And Google Earth has a really nice display of the satellite imagery here. But what we'd like to do, and something that you'll have to do for your assignments, is looking at how land use changes over time. One way to do this is by looking at Landsat Imagery. Another way by different layers of land use and looking at different ways people have displayed it graphically in programs like qGIS, as we started to go through before. But another way is looking at historical imagery in Google Earth. And this can be really telling depending on the site of interest. So all I have to do is click on this historical imagery button up here and we can turn back time. So if you look back here, I'm going through the different satellite images that Google has cached or saved that are available for this area. And now they may change in resolution, in saturation, in color profiles, etc. But they also are very useful looking at the extent of development. So as we move back through time, we see various changes in the colors and the base colors, as well as the actual extent of development in these areas. And for Dykes Pond, we can go all the way back. Let's see, here's 2001, and all the way back to 1995, which will probably be black and white, and it is. So let's go to 2001. And you can see the source here, it's from MassGIS, so you could certainly get it from them as well in terms of the satellite imagery. But what we can do is save this as a JPEG, as a image file, and then bring that image file into qGIS using the same georeferencing procedure that we know of. Of course, what we would need to do then is find points, find the actual value of points. So one way we could do this is by adding a path or adding points, right? So this is some people have used this to delineate their watershed. So if you just say you wanted to do it here, you could have this be, let's see, point 1, like another point. 0.2, right? And these will actually give us the coordinates here, which is an alternative to the Google Maps method that I used before. This is something that's really easy to cite here, right here. And I would suggest that if you're doing this manually, one of the more important things to do, I see that my 0.2 did not have an underscore. So we can rename it here, if I can actually type that, there we go. And I would suggest zooming in, right? So you can zoom in with your scroll bar if you're on a mouse, or by double clicking, whichever you prefer.